TikTok review time. Said I would do one a day. This popped up. I just take the first one that pops up, and we'll see what we can learn. I want to teach men how to have better relationships by maybe translating these or finding learning moments in these videos that these women talk about. I guess they're talking about dating over 50 is a mess, and nobody wants to admit it. Okay.
At dinner, and Saturday I have a third date with someone that just might have what it takes to be the next Mr. Adorable, and I had to say goodbye to someone because I explained there were no sparks, and I'm looking for sparks along with everything else.
So I don't think people realize.
Okay, looking for sparks. That means vajayjay. Sparks in the vajayjay. Get that vajayjay wet. Get the tingles all over. She wants that Alpha Chad, Alpha Tyrone, Alpha Enrique, Alpha Muhammad, something like that. One of those guys. She needs those sparks in that vajayjay. And that's okay. I'm being, a little humorous about it, but it's true. That's what they want, right? But that's 4 dates, juggling 4 guys. Sounds like a rotation to me. Now, it doesn't sound like she's having sex, but that's why low investment. And I wonder if she's on dating apps. And let me tell you, the man's experience and the women's experience on a dating app is much different. I guarantee, I've never done it, but I guarantee if you got a group of guys around and ask them if they, if you go on a dating app right now and find 4 dates, where they get, which one? Most guys don't get any matches at all.
Dating has actually changed until you really sit back and look at it. Because right now it feels like 2 completely different experiences happening at the same time.
Listen up. Cher is 77.
Okay, hold on.
Her boyfriend is 37.
Oh.
Madonna is 65.
Oh.
Her boyfriend is 25.
Uh-huh.
So, girls, if you're still single, don't lose hope. Your boyfriend hasn't even been born yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't lose hope, lady. Whatever, Cher, Madonna. You're talking about, famous superstars. And I talked about this yesterday, men and women are different, and I'll just go over it quickly so this lady can understand, and men can understand. The dynamic between an older man and a younger woman works better because women like to be taken care of. Women like to have a man as a leader. Women don't like to be a leader. They don't like to make decisions, but they love to be a good soldier, a good follower. And a lot of women that are insecure are going to say, "Oh, he's need to be a follower." No, that means like a teammate, but a subordinate teammate where, they're helping you as you're the captain of the ship and she's your helpmate and you're kicking butt together. And that's what she wants to do. And when the big bad wolf comes, you take care of that. When it's time to slay the dragon, you take care of that. Because she don't want to do that. But daddy will. So, men love to teach women. Men love to, and if it was an older man and younger woman, men would love to be daddy, would love to teach a girl. And obviously, we're talking 18 and up, it's not get weird. But men love to teach. Men love to take care of women, protect them. We do. It's an instinct, right? Yeah. So, and a lot of older men have wisdom. They're humble. They've been through a lot of things. They have a lot of experience. So they can give advice. They've made bad decisions. They've learned from those bad decisions. They can teach her things. What does a younger guy have to offer an older woman? Well, one thing she can't offer him is a younger man might want a family. And Cher can't offer a guy a family. Madonna can't offer a guy a family. So that man can't have any kids. An older man can offer a young woman, they can have everything. They can have a family, they can, whatever, right? So that part of the dynamic works, right? But does a woman want to take care of a man? Oftentimes women don't share their money very well. And men in general make more money, Men like to work. We like to work because of our testosterone. And a lot of people don't understand that, but it pushes us to do things. It pushes us to accomplish things. Trust me. Real quick, I had to go get mine tested. It was insurance purposes, but I'd been on TRT forever, so I had to let it drop, and it dropped low, in like 2 weeks, and it was at a point like 100 per whatever. Anyway, that's low. I usually stay around 1,000, 1,100. Anyway, and I felt like not doing a damn thing, So when I got it back, boom, it made me want to strive again, right? Also, young men probably want young women. Now maybe there was a one-off where the Madonna, whatever, but more often than not, but young men want young women, and if they're going for older women, then normally that's their second option, and it's because they don't have any options. So anyway, that's enough. So don't think you're flexing on people when a younger man wants you. He wants to have sex with you. If that's what you want, great.
Today I kind of want to.
She's very pretty lady, very sexy, But again, at 21 she was sexier, So if it's a 21-year-old guy and he could have a 21-year-old version of that, he's gonna want that. The store is called Forever 21, not Forever 51. And shout out Rollo Tomasi. And that's not to be rude, but she was very sexy. She was very pretty. And this lady is too. I mean, women of older age. I mean, I love women. There's so many beautiful women in the world, of all ages,
For why I'm single and why I will never date again. That's not that I'm bitter or hate men. I just don't want to.
Oh, no, you don't sound like it. But anyway, and you're lying, because the fact that you're talking about it tells me you're lying. People who are done doing something, I'll tell you this, if a woman is dumping a man, or what else did I not say, a relationship's ending between a man and a woman, she ain't talking about you no more. Trust me, women know how to be done with stuff. But you're out here talking about it, right? You ain't done with us. You ain't done. You might be done dating, but you ain't done with D. I mean, that might be a caveat, And on Pearl Davis' show today, she made a good point today. It's like, women are something about women they're not that interested in men, and I think it could be true. Like, we don't need to spend a whole lot of time with women. If we spend too much time with women, they get tired of us, right? But they do love our D. So maybe if they love our D and not us, that's fine, and we're fine with that, right? As long as they desire us and to have, relations with us. But I just don't want to have to
take care of them and live with them and worry about their moods.
Okay. I don't know who you dating, but a man of you ain't taking care of me. Man's supposed to be a leader. Man's supposed to be daddy. Man's supposed to be Superman. Who you dating? You dating Alpha Chad, Alpha Tyron, Alpha Enrique, Alpha Muhammad that don't have no job? Yeah, you ain't taking care of an older man. Nah. Most men, good men, honorable men that have the four virtues, men that have physical strength, men that have emotional strength, men that are courageous, men that have skills and competencies, men that are honored among other men and respected because of who they are and what they can do. Those men don't want you to take care of them. I don't know who you dating.
And please them all the time, and if something's wrong or
God
something's
forbid.
bad, somehow it's my fault. And to bring him out.
Wow, every guy made it your fault. Whoa, you're just an unlucky lady here. Huh.
Because I don't think that's what men do for women. They do other things, but they don't do that. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm okay with regulating my own emotions. If I want to have a pity party.
Oh, yeah. You? Women? And this is the beautiful thing about women. We love your emotions. I mean, and I joke, all the time with one of the best females, not one of, the best female I've ever met. And, I tell her, I'm like, we joke all the time about that. We laugh about some days she's happy, some days she's mad, and we laugh about it. It's okay. As long as you know what you're dealing with.
I have a pity party, and then I dust myself off, and I'm grateful for the things I have, and I go on.
So, single
Yikes, stay away.
problems. Two guys dating, I'm dating. One is too old. He's 14.
She's dating two guys at a time. Low investment, gentlemen. Low investment. What? Do not take them to 5-star restaurants. Do not take them to, low. The last lady was dating 4. This lady's dating 2. I guarantee they're on a dating app. One guy's too old, but she's still apparently dating him. Gentlemen, make sure you have high standards.
He's not really too old, but logistically he is, because I would like to meet somebody forever, and His forever is a lot shorter than my forever. Although you never know, so gosh, I can just hear the comments now. Anyway, and the other one is too young. He's 16 years younger, but he's a blast. We have so much fun together.
Yep.
We hang out a lot, and both of them know my age.
Alpha Chad, Alpha Tyrone, Alpha. So the older nice guy. Sorry, he's not gonna win. Who wins? The hot younger guy. And no problem. Women, he's banging her good and have a lot of fun, But here's the problem. Here's going to be a problem, I think. And I'm not saying for sure. But that guy who's 16 years younger, he gonna break your heart. I mean, I've seen this 100 million. Not that I want him to. I hope maybe they work out. But yeah, if he's a lot of fun and you're having a lot of fun with him, I'm sure he's a lot of fun with a lot of other women will have fun with him too. And that's the problem, because here's the thing, and I'll say it, and this is not to be mean at all, because we're all in this, same situation she would be in, right? If I'm dating someone 16 years younger, I got to bring it. I got to overcompensate in a certain area because, that person's, going to have options. So I better bring it. I better bring the best shit I got to the table. I'm going to have to I'm older. I got to overcompensate. This lady needs to overcompensate. What would I say to overcompensate? Let's get that hair. Let's make sure your fitness is on point. Let's make sure that, your skincare is on point. Let's make sure your makeup's on point. Let's make sure that, you're getting enough sleep. Make sure you're getting enough sun, just stuff like that. Make sure that you're, giving him enough of JJ. He's 16 years younger. He's going to want a lot of JJ. Make sure you can do that. Make sure, the blood flow down there is good and all that stuff. Make sure, I'm being serious. Make sure your clothes are stylish, and that way this lady can beat out beat out girls that are 16 years younger than her. But more often than not, they're just going to, they're not, and he's going to move on.
Like me anyway, and don't care, but they both know about each other as well.
Are we going to hear a few moments later?
And that's my story.
Cool.
And
good luck, lady. Good luck.
having fun.
Good.
All right, I was thinking about something, and I just wanted to put it out here to see what you guys think. I'm single. I will be 65 in December. I know. Oh my God, I cannot believe it. I don't feel it.
She looks good. She looks good. I didn't think she was 65.
I feel like every year I embrace it. I love getting older because
Nah, come on. Let's not cope there. No, we don't.
I just feel that you learn so much with each year, each downfall that you have, each stumble.
That's true, though. That's
each
true.
mountain.
I definitely agree with that.
Things you just learn, and it just makes you a better person, stronger person, and all that. But I'm wondering,
Do you have any furniture there?
audience out there, everybody that's watching and all that, are you single? How many women are like me in the boat, almost 65, and single? And what do you do? And where do you go to meet potential dates?
Well, probably about 90% of your cohorts are going to say the dating app, and you're going to find a 28-year-old man and a 25-year-old man that's looking to bang hardcore, and you can have fun, and but he's gonna be hard to pin down, Anyway, but yeah, no, there's a lot of places. At the bar, is it gonna be at the bar? Yeah, there's bars and lounges. There's again, there's singles events. The park, go to the park, read a book, and make eye contact with guys. I was at the park today, kicking the soccer ball around. Come kick with us. I mean, dude, we would let you kick. I mean, seriously. And you could kick really 2 minutes really crappy, and I could give you my phone number. I mean, that's simple. It could, or just walk around. Dude, the park today was super busy. Make eye contact with guys. Say hi to guys. Hey, whatever. Join a run club, church. And then in the church, they got different groups. Tennis clubs. They got tennis clubs too. They got dance classes. Go outside, go to the grocery store and look banging good, get that fitness on point, get that makeup on point, when and definitely if you go outside, even at 65, you'll get asked out, So there's a couple of areas, but.
Try the online dating.
What? No, how did I know? Oh. Yeah, because we're there and you love us and it's easy. But that little party's about to end.
And
dating apps are dying. I'm just telling you, Bumble's 90% down. I keep thinking Match is 60, 70% down. They're dying, guys. They're about to be dead. So you're all going to have to find a new way.
You know, it's just hard because you don't want the bar scene anymore.
Oh, there we go.
You just want a good.
Why does it have to be a bar? What? I just made 100 locations.
Man. Where do you find them?
Is it just me, or do you find it weird when people call you like babe when you've not even met in person before? Like,
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I did that a couple times. It's kind of weird. It's fun to do as a performative thing, but yeah, people can, they're trying to kind of move things forward, and yeah, they're trying to get too close too quick. It's performative. It's not real. Every time I've done it, it's dumb. It's dumb. But I had to, and it's only been a handful of times, and I knew I was dumb doing it. I knew I was being performative, and so did they, But we had good times, but yeah.
I don't know, matching with someone on a dating app, and then you're just chit-chatting via text or messenger or whatever it is, and they say like, thanks, babe. Is that just a term of endearment that's normal, or?
No, they're trying to move things forward, but it's lost its flavor because people are doing that, and it's too much texting and stuff like that. They're trying to build rapport and connection, kind of artificially. So it doesn't work. See, because the fact that you're bothered shows it doesn't work.
I don't know, it seems weird to me. And also, like, I get like, hey, beautiful, hey, pretty. Like, I've gotten that before, but like,
Yeah,
hey,
we know.
sexy? I don't know. Am I just the prude, or is that like the norm? Help me out. Just to be clear, this is not somebody I've gone on dates with. This is somebody that I had matched with and have just like had exchanged messages with. We have not yet met in person, if that changes things.
Not to sound like a hoe or anything, but if you're in your 40s,
Every woman's a hoe for a man they want to be a hoe for.
50s, and you're single, how many people are you guys talking to at once? Like, about the dating apps and everything.
Men, not
How many
many.
peop-
Men, not many. Women, lots. I would say about 10.
Do you guys juggle at one time?
Why don't you tell us how many you are?
Because this shit's exhausting.
Dating over 50 story time. Swipe right on the people that you may not think are your type. Because I
We-
actually
no.
have a date scheduled with a guy this Saturday.
Yeah, and it's gonna go
Do I know?
terrible. It's gonna go terribly because your JJ's not gonna get wet.
Swiped right on had I not met him in person, okay, first. And so the point of this is like, obviously, you can't really tell a lot of things from somebody's pictures in their profile because
Oh,
pictures
you
don't
absolutely can. Alpha Chad, Alpha Enrique, Alpha Tyrone, Alpha Muhammad, you can.
what their energy is. And so I'm just saying, like, give more people a chance. And I'm saying this to
No,
myself too.
it's not gonna work.
Of swiping right if they don't look like
No,
you're-
what that's gonna do is you're gonna make guys go out on dates with you that you're not interested in, and then you're gonna make us miserable because, you're gonna not treat us very well on a date because you're not into us, and you thought you could make the connection, but you can't make the connection, and we're gonna go home with blue balls because you swiped right on a guy you weren't really into.
type, right? Because I've heard this before, like, you should try to date people that maybe don't necessarily look like your exact type. So
No.
here's how I met this guy in the wild. We actually met probably over a year ago. I actually made a TikTok about him a long time ago, basically right after I met him.